Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sasha, and today I'll be talking to you about product properties. The video has two sections: product properties. What are they and why are they important? And secondly, how does that work with OneSila? So it's not a very structured video. We're going to be talking through it with some examples. And as we're talking through the example, we're going to be showing it straight in OneSila. So it's a rather practical approach to it. So first things first. Product properties. What are product properties? Product properties are all of the attributes that you would assign to a given item. So in this video, we'll be using this coffee cup, this mug, and this mug has a brand, and the brand is a property. This mug also has a capacity of 250 milliliters. That is a property. The mug also has a color and a shape. So all these things are properties. And these properties have sometimes different requirements. Sometimes you want to use them to filter on the website. Sometimes you want to use them just to inform people. Sometimes they just serve for an internal purpose and they are not to be shared with the public. Okay. Now, before we go diving into more details about this and how you can accomplish this, I want to touch on the really important topic of what are they good for? So who needs the properties? One, your copywriter needs the properties because they need it to write good content. Your AI does the same thing. If you're using AI to write your content, your AI needs the properties in order to understand what it's even writing about. All of this boils down to structured data. And that structured data, lovely word, to just say your product properties that are neatly organized will be sent to marketplaces. It will be sent to Google Shopping. It will be sent to ChatGPT in order for it to suggest products on your website to your customers. That's what the product properties are for, right? So when we have a cup, we want a way to identify all the different things that make a cup up. In OneSila, they are called product rules. And these product rules are what make up the cup. You can see here we already have a few bags and bottoms and downloadable products and gears and a cap. We also want our cup. So let's go ahead, create our cup. Let's make sure that we translate our cup. There we go. Okay, lovely. And we're going to determine what our cup actually is. So our cup has a brand, and we always want to know the brand. I mean, the brand could be required, optional, required in a configurator, or optional in a configurator. We want it to be required because every cup has a brand, so it's not optional. And it's not for the configurator because every cup will be sold separately and it doesn't require configuring. So we pick the brand off, that's one. We also want to know what color the cup is. Now, that's an interesting one because the color, it can come in different colors. This is a white one, but perhaps it's sold in orange and in black and in yellow. So that means it's configurable. So we will be marking that one as required in configurator. Now, our cup also has a capacity. But let's have a look if we have better capacities. We want something that talks about the volume. Let's have a look. Can we find something about the volume? Contents in milliliter. There we are. So every cup has that. We also want to know if the cup is dishwasher safe. And we also want to be having it for usage, right? Now we kind of want like a coffee cup type. Now, do we have a coffee cup type? Oh, we do not. So we'll be coming back to the coffee cup type. In the meantime, let's go ahead and save this. So currently, our cup has been defined as an item with a brand, a color, contents, whether or not it's dishwasher safe, and what it's to be used for. We also know that in the inventory, they will require EAN codes. So we'll be assigning the EAN codes. And I believe the type of cup is something we need. So let's go ahead and add that type of cup. We don't have it in our search here. No, handle type. No, that's not it. So let's go ahead and create that property. I go to this screen by clicking the plus. Okay. And now let's say cup type. And the cup type is can a cup be multiple things, or is a cup simply a cup? I mean, this I would call a mug, not so much a cup. So I imagine here it's only one thing. And before we go and fill out the type, it's public information. And actually, we do want it to be used as a filter. That could be rather handy when collections or categories are created on the website that you can filter on that. So you can group all of the mugs together. So let's go ahead and do that. It's a single value. Done. Save. All right. Oh, good. Now, what you will see is when you refresh here by clicking that button, we now also have cup type. And cup type is a required value, as you can see. So there we go. And actually, now together, we have defined what a cup is. We have defined its markup, its properties, its attributes, whatever word you like to use. We have told the system, this is a cup, and this is what we expect to fill out for every single cup. Now, why don't we go ahead and create that cup? I'm going to create a simple product. I'm going to call it white mug salt pepper. It's a cup. And we continue. It's an expensive cup. And we have created our product. And now, because we've gone through the trouble of creating that product rule, that markup scheme, that product template, the system knows that it requires an EAN code, which we can simply assign. And it also shows that we have required properties that need filling out. So the brand here is salt and pepper. It's a white cup that can contain 250 milliliters. It is dishwasher safe indeed, and it is used for coffee drinking. And as a matter of fact, it's also a mug. Now that we have done that, you can see immediately that on the right top side, our inspector is saying that you're good to go, and there is no more information needed to complete this product. So what I want to do is actually show you what the cup would look like on a website. We've added our image. And let's sync that to the website. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I really want you to understand what that does. So why you're filling this out. You see, while you're adding this information, you can sync it to the website, and we will see that on the website itself, this would also be displayed. If you're a little bit familiar with the way the websites work, is you can then add filters. So users can actually filter on this information, or you can create categories based on certain filters. For example, salt and pepper mugs can get their own category, and you can determine these through dynamic properties on your websites. A very large reason also why we have these properties is to enable your ChatGPTs and copywriters and everybody's doing content generation to create the right content. For example, here we have a short description, which is 5 key points, and it's a stylish white mug. So we told it was white from the renowned brand Salt and Pepper. Told it the brand and that it's a modern design, and that's because we gave it the image so it can see that. And it's ideal for everyday use, whether in home or office. That's ChatGPT at its best. It's ceramic because we told it that, which then your LLM or copywriter knows that it's great quality and long lasting. And finally, it's also dishwasher safe because we told that to the LLM, right? So we've saved that. This will resync with the website. It might not show yet. There we are. It's already here. So this actual bit of short description is directly generated from your properties. And this is a small example why product properties are so important. So these product properties you can actually create in many ways, shapes or forms, by making a selection for yourself. What do we need? And this could be single selects, multi-selects, whole numbers, decimal numbers, short text. Whatever you decide on this screen, you have to understand that they can no longer be edited. And it also means that during the lifespan of this property itself, this is what it will look like. So do spend a little bit of time thinking about what each of these items will be. For example, a brand can only have one and you want to be able to filter on it. So you grab single selects for it. The quantity may not be so important for a filter, but it's rather important for your customer anyway. So that's why we can use it as a whole number. It might not be filter compatible, but it's just about showing it, displaying it, and being capable of using it. So what have we learned? We learned that we need product rules to identify the different product types and the property types for our products, and we bring those together through the property rules. And by generating the right properties for each of our products, we will ensure that our content team, our ChatGPTs, our translating engines, and all of the websites and marketplaces across our sales channels are capable of displaying the right information to our users. That is why we need product properties. I hope you found this an interesting video, and if you need any help, do send us a message through support, and we will be glad to help you out. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.